Hey everybody, it's the Lovable Nerds back. Just audio this time. We got Connor. Connor for real is back with us.
What's up?
Hey guys.
And we got the running man as always on my left.
What's up?
But so today we're gonna do something fun. We're gonna do our first ever. Well, we've sort of done a list before, but it's our first ever true list episode. So what we're gonna do is the 10 worst superhero movies of all time. Now I got some rules first. Whenever we were coming up with how we would do this, first thing I said is that it's got to be superheroes only. So not just any comic book movie. So unfortunately, Kingsman 2 can't be on here because I'd love to put it on there. or The Spirit or 302 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's only superhero movies, not comic book movies.
Yep.
Now saying that, it can be any kind of superhero. It doesn't have to be Marvel or DC. I got some weird ones on here. Not weird, but maybe just unconventional, but they are superheroes. And then how this is going to work is Jeffrey's going to lead us off and he's going to say 5 of his I guess worst superhero movies. And then Connor's going to say 5 of his, and then I'm going to say 5 of mine. That if you're counting, that's 15. So what we're gonna do is eliminate 5 right off the bat, and then create our top 10 list from there.
The definitive lovable nerds.
The definitive
top 10
lovable
list.
nerds. You can write it down, put it in the textbooks.
Put it in the textbooks.
I don't know why we'd have a textbook, but you can put it in there. But I guess go ahead and lead us off, Jeffrey.
All right. I want to start by saying that these are all movies that I've seen.
That's the other thing. I forgot to say that.
There
Everything
might be stuff
in here
that we
we've
leave off.
seen.
Yeah, it has to be something that you've seen.
Oh, and one more other thing before you start. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We went ahead and said no TV movies for this one. So
Oh yeah.
there's a really really bad Spider-Man 70s TV movie. That's not on here.
Yeah, it's theatrical.
It's theatrical releases. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Jeffrey.
No
Go
problem.
ahead.
All right. So I have as my number. Well, I'm starting at 5, right?
Yeah. Just say 5 worst, and then we'll order them.
We'll go Catwoman first.
Oh, that was also one of the ones I was thinking about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
So Halle Berry,
terrible.
Catwoman, it is very bad. We'll talk about it more in a little bit.
Okay.
I watched it today and
You watched it today?
it was horrible.
There is a scene in that movie where they're fighting at a park or something and they're playing basketball. Or wait, maybe I'm thinking of Daredevil. Yeah.
Oh god.
No, there is a scene in Catwoman though where she's it's almost like a montage scene where she's fighting. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, there's scenes that look like a music video, a bad one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I went and made a sandwich while I was watching the movie. Missed 10 minutes of the movie, came back, was about in the same place.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We'll talk more in a little bit.
All right.
And Connor's writing all these down for us too, so we can keep track of them. Thanks, Connor.
The next one is the Fantastic Four movie that just came out.
Fan 4 Stick?
Yeah, Fan 4 Stick, yeah.
That one's really bad too.
Terrible, yeah.
All
right.
Yeah, I guess just go ahead and like I said, we'll order these, so we're just gonna go down the line and just say which ones, and then we'll debate.
All right.
I love debating which is bad. That's so funny to me. All right, go ahead, Jeffrey.
All right, next one is going to be Green Lantern.
Oh God.
There might be worse than that, but again, these are what I've seen.
Green Lantern's pretty bad, man.
Yeah.
They literally make fun of that movie in other
yeah, in Deadpool, yeah.
Ryan Reynolds movies.
Yeah. And then I got Steel.
Oh God. The Shaq movie?
Like the Shaq one, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The Kazam of superhero movies.
Sure.
And then the last one is my least favorite superhero movie ever made, Superman 4.
Quest for Peace.
Quest for Peace.
The Family Guy joke is what I think of every time. All right. And then Connor, go ahead and say your 5 worst, and then I'll say mine, and then we'll order them out.
I flipped to the wrong page. Okay. At number 5, I guess, is Supergirl from 1981.
I actually haven't seen that, but I've heard it's really bad.
I feel like this is going to be a pretty definitive list. So far, these are all
These
trash.
are all what people say, yeah.
It's
So I've heard, before we get into it later, is the whole movie about her fighting over a man?
for the most part.
Oh my
yes.
god,
Oh.
that is just stupid.
It's dumb and poorly written. Well shot for
Well
the
shot.
time. Like it's
That's
He's
cool.
like,
Yeah,
he's
that's just
like
funny.
poorly written, terrible special effects, cinematography, not bad.
yeah,
It's not bad.
like there's one scene when she like first gets to Earth where she's flying around and it looks all right. Like it's her on
Yeah.
wires. It's not like her on a map screen.
Yeah, I think I've seen bits and pieces.
I've seen pictures and stuff from
It's
it.
funny because when you look at it, you're kind of like, that looks like it could be something not too bad. It could be like a fun movie, and then it's just horrible. I haven't seen it either, but yeah.
Yeah.
go ahead, next one.
My next one is X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yep.
Another one that is on most people's list.
Yep.
It's really bad. And it also, like, something else for that one is it kind of, like, put X-Men, like, back. Like, they had to, like, completely restart after that
Yeah, I was
movie,
gonna say
basically.
when me and you were talking about it the other day, I was like, the movie's not even as bad as some other ones, but it's just what it does to some of these characters.
Oh
it
my
completely
God. Yeah.
ruins characters.
And Will.i.am, let's not forget Will.i.am is in that movie.
Gosh.
It was definitely just a second misfire from X-Men after Last Stand,
Yeah.
which left a lot of people with a bad taste. But this one,
It's got Gambit, right? That's
Yeah.
that one? Yeah.
but
It's not good.
I basically made two lists.
Yeah.
In making my list, and I had worst characterization and worst movie, like overall movie.
Yeah.
And I had X-Men Origins in both.
Yeah, it's really bad.
But characterization especially because
Yeah.
it has all these cool characters in it that you could do some good stuff with, and they're just wasted.
Oh yeah. It's terrible.
And it's ugh.
So how many more do you have left to...
I have three.
Okay, go ahead.
Elektra, which
That's on mine.
That was on mine, too.
is a sequel no one asked for.
Those are my backups.
Or
it's
spin-off
one of my
no one
backups.
asked for. And
It-
it's
it-
just boring.
You know, Jeffrey and I talked about it a little bit yesterday whenever we were like coming up with the idea to do this. Now, don't shoot me for saying this,
Oh.
but they really messed up female-led superhero movies
Oh, yeah.
until like really Wonder Woman. And it really sucks because some of my favorite like comic book characters are female.
Yeah,
And-
we've already said three. We said Elektra, Supergirl, and Catwoman.
Yeah,
and they're all garbage movies.
really bad, and it sucks for those characters because I love Elektra. Elektra is such a cool character to me, but like her movie's just so bad. And Catwoman, Selena Kyle is super cool, but like that movie is just so bad.
Yeah.
But Batman Returns is pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she's great in Batman Returns, and she's great.
Oh yeah,
in,
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark
yeah.
Knight Rises.
Oh, yeah.
I like Anne Hathaway playing her.
Yeah, yeah, I was very surprised with that.
All right.
Number two, I had Catwoman, but since we already said, yeah, I'll say number two is Catwoman, just because once again, it's
All right, we can just have it on there twice. We'll just eliminate four
It's
instead
so
of
bad, it's
eliminating
just on
five.
yeah.
I love it.
And once again, my number one is something also Jeffrey said.
Quest for Peace.
It's Fantastic Four.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
okay, yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah,
Oh.
it's really bad.
And it's just a petty, like, we want to hold on to the rights.
It's not even bad good. It's just bad.
Yeah, it's just an FU to Marvel.
Yeah. I'll add. I have some more that weren't mentioned. That I can add to like make it like 14
To make it
or
15, yeah.
So go ahead and add yours. So my worst that I filled out. First one I'll say on here. Like I haven't ordered them yet because I figured we'd order them whenever we all had them out there.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin. Can't believe it hadn't been said yet, but Batman and Robin is so bad to me. It's like one of the worst representations of Bane. It's one of the worst representations of Mr. Freeze, who might be my favorite Batman villain.
Wow.
I love Mr. Freeze, man, especially from like the animated series. Like he really like I think he really like is one of the best like characters in like the Dark Knight type universe.
Hey, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Nice to meet you, Batman.
Nice to meet you.
And he's got like the Bat credit card, and the nipples are in that one.
Yeah,
and it's so bad, and it ruined again. It ruined Batgirl, which is a really cool character. She's terrible in that movie. It was Alicia Silverstone. Is that who it is? Yeah.
It is.
Oh man,
Girl.
I can't believe that hadn't been said yet.
Yeah.
Next that I'll say on my list, X-Men 3. I think it'll be a cool discussion here in a little bit to discuss that between X-Men Origins because they're both bad, but I think X-Men 3 might be worse
Wow,
as a movie because X-Men 3, like, had good foundation to stand up on. I mean, I guess Origins does too, but like X-Men 3 like had some good characters from like the first two movies. I think the first two movies are very good. And then it just like started killing them off screen. Jean's doing stuff, but they didn't even have any kind of a turn or anything. It's just like she shows up and she's bad. Like they completely ruined the Dark Phoenix like storyline, which they might fix this year because there's a new one coming up.
Or it could end up on the definitive list. Like we have to revise the list.
Oh,
We're like,
we have to
oh,
revise
shoot,
it. It's
the
even
new
worse.
mutants. Put the new mutants on there.
The New Mutants. No, there's like a Dark Phoenix movie this year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
It's
I forgot.
got Sansa. What's her name? Sophie Turner.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Jessica Chastain.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
she's the villain.
Oh
Weird,
wow,
huh.
that's cool. So that's 2 for me. Yet again, a little bit surprised it hasn't been said yet. Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 is really bad to me for a number of ways. The weird thing, it's kind of like Origins, like what you said. Like, I think the main reason it gets such a bad rap, well, there's a few reasons, but a big one is how awful it did Venom, which is a lot of people's like favorite like Spider-Man like universe type character.
Yeah, I agree with the Venom. Yeah.
Venom's bad, and also
it
like,
might be a little. We'll see what happens if people respond to this because there's a lot of people that like Spider-Man 3. But go on.
I don't care, man.
I know.
So then what do I need? I need 2 more, right? Oh, I also had Elektra and Catwoman on mine. And then I'll throw out another one that's kind of recent, and this one like really made me mad. Suicide Squad, I think, is so bad. We were talking about it a second ago, Batman versus Superman. But I think Suicide Squad is basically a YouTube movie. The way the costumes are done and everything. I think that movie is so bad.
Wasn't it nominated for something though?
Yeah, for
It was something.
Was it makeup?
Stupid.
It was probably
It was
something
like
dumb.
makeup or something
it
like
was
that.
either makeup or
I thought it was costumes.
I think those might be the same award nowadays.
Oh,
Makeup
makeup
and
and costumes. Yeah, maybe it just won the one. Yeah,
And
or I mean, nominated for one.
another one I want to throw out there. I think this will make 14 or something like that. And then we'll eliminate 4 of them, which might be all the ones I said because I had the like really, really bad ones. But then we already, I think Superman 3 is really, really bad.
Yeah.
And Superman: A Quest for Peace is bad too. But I think Superman 3 might be worse than some of the ones we have on here.
I think so too. Yeah.
So like I wanted to go ahead and I just wanted to get it in there.
Yeah. I think Superman 3's got a shoe in. It's a shoe in, but was one of the other Spider-Man 3 is going to be some interesting stuff going on.
There's
there.
a few on here. Okay.
And Suicide Squad maybe.
Let me go ahead and update everyone. I'm sure we can do like some kind of graphic or something to have. But so what we got going on? We got Catwoman, Fan 4 Stick, Green Lantern, Steel, Superman: A Quest for Peace. Oh my God, Supergirl, X-Men Origins Wolverine, Elektra, Batman and Robin, X-Men 3, Spider-Man 3, Suicide Squad, and Superman 3. A lot of 3s.
Yeah. It's the curse of the 3.
So
Coincidence?
looking at this list, like to eliminate that like maybe doesn't fit in, we got to get rid of 4 and then we'll figure out the 10. Which ones are you guys thinking to get rid of first?
I think Spider-Man 3
Think
is
Spider-Man
right
3?
away. That's the one that I think.
And I'm gonna throw a curveball in this
Oh.
and say Batman and Robin.
Whoa!
I kind of agree.
Oh, I'm alone in this? People hate Batman and Robin. I don't like Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin is awful, but
The enjoyment factor?
it's a certain so bad it's good type thing.
Yeah.
And it's
The room for Batman.
pretty much it's probably the most quotable Batman movie.
Well,
It is.
I've got a
already
really.
said several.
I feel like I've got a pretty fair point where X-Men Origins, there was like only really good stuff before it, and then all of a sudden that movie was terrible. But
X-Men
like
3,
Batman,
man.
well, I guess, but
X-Men 3 is really bad. Have you
Yeah.
watched that recently? It's
no,
really bad.
No, that's the other thing. I haven't seen X-Men 3 recently, so I'm not really sure. But I feel like Batman was already on the downturn whenever Batman and
Forever?
Robin came out. Yeah, because Forever already wasn't like as good as the other ones.
I think like the original Batman was like the best of those.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
And then
They go
kinda came
go
down,
exactly
yeah.
downhill. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Batman Returns is all right, not as good as the first one.
I like Batman Returns.
Yeah, it's
And
still
then-
good. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Forever I was like, We talked about it again yesterday. You were
Yeah.
like, you can kind of see like Batman and Robin like coming
yeah.
from Batman.
Yeah.
It's like a
forever.
serious Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
There's no fun in it. Well, there's some
Jim
fun in
Carrey.
it. There's some fun in it.
One other case for Batman and Robin is even though Joel Schumacher sucks,
He's pretty bad, man.
he is a schlock director. He still had like a vision that he
It's so neon and everything, and like
like.
there's like
There's an artistry to the crappiness.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, guys. That movie starts out and they're ice skating. Batman and Robin are ice skating at the start of that movie, trying to find some like crystal or something.
And it's
like that.
amazing.
Okay. You know what? I'll give you that one. We won't have it on our list. I'll give it to you. Batman and Robin isn't as
Because
bad.
you left out the part where they weren't ice skating, and then they took the like they put their shoes up, and then an ice skate comes out of their
I think
shoe.
X-Men Origins Wolverine is way better than Batman and Robin, but
Yeah,
we'll take it off there.
it probably
for now.
is, but yeah.
So you see.
You
I'll
can hold the pen.
I'll do the honors. Crossing out Batman and Robin. I did not think that was gonna happen. I thought for sure this is gonna be okay. Okay, the other one you said Spider-Man 3. I'm struggling with this one to eliminate because I think Spider-Man 3 is really bad.
Well, we talked about this a little bit the other day, but I think the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is actually worse than Spider-Man.
I definitely
3.
do not.
Like I
but-
think that Spider-Man 3
I
is like
do.
a 6 out of 10
Whoa,
movie.
do you really? Oh no, I'm alone in all this stuff.
That's why I was worried, dude. I'm like, people are like, I don't know, Spider-Man 3 is bad, but it's not like top 10
Do you
worst.
guys really think that Amazing Spider-Man 2 is worse than Spider-Man 3? Really? I don't.
At least Spider-Man 3 still has Raimi, and he's still doing his Raimi
See,
thing.
here's the thing. I think the acting from Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield is better than anything in Spider-Man 3.
That's
And
fair.
I think the
That's
chemistry
fair.
between them is better than anything in
But then
Spider-Man 3.
everybody else in that movie is bad.
Well, I was about to say, would you rather ruin Electro or Venom?
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean,
and I
it's,
think Harry Osborn's pretty good in that movie too. I don't think he's that bad.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Norman Osborn.
here's the thing. They're really close for me, too. It's not like one of them's clearly worse than the
I
other.
actually, I'll eliminate that because I don't think either of them are as bad as some of these other movies.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
The more I'm talking about it, Spider-Man 3 has some cool action scenes in it.
Yeah.
And I actually really, this is weird, but I really like Sandman in
Yeah,
Spider-Man 3.
Sandman's really good, yeah.
Sandman was like
The
the
best
best
part.
casting in the Spider-Man trilogy.
Maybe, yeah, he was really good. He should have just been him.
Just because he's Sandman. Like,
That guy, Thomas Hayden Church. He's 3 names. I think that's it.
sure.
That sounds right.
That sounds
Yeah,
right.
That sounds right.
All right, so we've eliminated Batman and Robin and Spider-Man 3. We got to eliminate 1, 2.
What else is on there? I feel like we've left something in there that's like clearly not as bad as everything else.
So we have to
Oh,
we should have to
no.
eliminate one more. Because look, 1, 2.
Those were the really only things I could. I might have to look at it.
Okay, so we have.
Yeah, read them.
I think we need to eliminate Origins or X-Men 3 or Suicide Squad or Superman 3.
Another monkey
No,
wrench.
I'm leaving
I-
Superman 3 in there.
Yeah, I think that Suicide Squad is not as bad as the X-Men movies.
You really think so? I think Suicide Squad's really bad. They both have saving graces because I think no matter what, Hugh Jackman is great as Wolverine. Even in both those movies, I think Hugh Jackman's great. And
But I
think he
thought-
saves those movies.
See, the one saving grace besides Hugh Jackman that I say Origins has is it has one of
I am. Let's not forget. Okay, I'm sorry.
the coolest like opening title sequence I think in a superhero movie.
I don't remember it.
Remember it.
Oh, it's him and Sabretooth and they're fighting.
You're
through
right.
Where
that-
they're fighting through the wars. That should have been the movie.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
You want to take Origins off here?
I don't know. 'cause
Okay,
I
okay,
really don't
okay.
like
I think
Origins.
3 should be on here. Do you guys agree with me on that? Do you think 3 should be
Like
on here?
instead of
You
Origins.
remember that scene at the end with like all the mutants and it's like angels like flying around? Like it's really bad.
I haven't
guys.
seen it in
It's
too
I'm
long.
the
bad.
Juggernaut.
And
I'm
do you
the
remember the
Juggernaut.
glasses just floating by the lake? And they're like, well, I guess it's Cyclops.
What
is
about
bad.
the part where Deadpool does a I beam and they're on top of a
really
roof
bad.
stack? Like that's worse than anything in X-Men or
Dude, I'm
3.
struggling. This is so fun though. After we get through in Suicide Squad,
I think Suicide Squad at least
think it-
at least
it's better
it's
than
shot and it looks like a decent movie.
Got a good soundtrack.
It's got better like production value.
Okay.
Good
Also,
Will Smith is
performances
Will
sprinkled in.
Will
I was
Smith
about
is
to
good
say,
and Harley Quinn is good.
I think Margot Robbie is like
Margot
maybe
Robbie.
the best casting they could ever do for Harley Quinn. I
Yeah.
think she's perfect.
yeah.
But
And Jai
still-
Courtney.
I still think that movie is so bad.
Yeah, I
so
don't.
we'll
I don't
take
like
it off, but let the record be shown. The Hunter does not like it.
You're like, fight me.
Sorry, Ashby.
Well, here, so like, the other thing, I had to throw those kind of in here. I think Batman and Robin should be on here, but we're gonna leave it off because
I'm starting to.
That's
like,
why we had to have 3.
I'm starting to like
'cause
think about it, and it's like, just go on though.
let's just not talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So this
Maybe we
is
can make
our
some
top 10,
alterations.
and now we gotta list them. We got Superman 3, X-Men 3, Elektra,
Good God.
X-Men Origins Wolverine, Supergirl. It's kind of funny Daredevil's not on here, but Elektra's way worse. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. That's the worst part. Is Elektra's worse than Daredevil.
Yeah.
Go on though.
Origins Wolverine, Supergirl, which I'm gonna trust you. I think it's really bad though. I've seen like stuff where
Yeah.
A Quest for Peace. A lot of Superman on here. Steel.
Yeah. Superman has gotten
Green
crapped on.
Lantern, Fan 4 Stick, and Catwoman. There's no Iron Man 2 on here, which I think is interesting. Iron Man 2 is better than these though. Like
Yeah, Iron Man 2 is
Iron Man
better
2
than
is
all that.
bad. It's like the worst MCU, I think, or Thor, or
Yeah.
Thor 2.
Yeah.
Both Thor. That's the first 2 Thors. In our
Those are
opinion.
like somewhere in the middle, you know. These are like worst of the worst. Although
These
I
are
think
really
I
bad.
think Green Lantern. I'm gonna go and think. I'm gonna maybe you might not agree. I think Green Lantern is like number 10.
I was about to say I wanted to start with number 10, and I think I agree with you. I think Green Lantern is number 10.
I think that's a fair spot. Yeah.
It's bad and it's a lot of CGI, but Mark Strong is in it.
Yeah.
Mark Strong,
And that's
is
always cool.
Still the guy I think that should be
Play Sinestro?
Sinestro. He's just perfect for that role.
He was really good. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And I actually really like Ryan Reynolds in like most things.
Yeah.
That's another thing that Origins, like I'm
Batman
glad
and
it's on
Robin.
our list.
Batman and Robin could almost be number 10. You could almost interchange them. But the thing is, like, if somebody were to tell me, like, you have to watch one of those 10
watch
times.
Batman and
Yeah, I was
Robin.
gonna say if somebody was like, you have to watch one of these 10 times in a row, I'd be like, all right, Batman and Robin, it is.
All right. Just because we can't debate this forever, Green Lantern is number 10.
Alrighty.
Looking at this, like thinking about
What's
it,
like the
I
next
think
best thing,
I
yeah.
think next either needs to be X-Men 3 or Origins.
Okay, that's gonna be a weird toss up because are we gonna have to like I don't know about like the outvoting thing. Maybe if you do you have some really good points as to why you would think that X-Men 3 is actually like because I think the next thing would be X-Men 3 for
Okay.
number 9.
You think X-Men 3 is better than Origins?
Slightly slightly.
I
It didn't
Call
have,
me crazy, but I actually think several of the action scenes in X-Men Origins Wolverine are cool. I think the scene where he's at the barn and he like runs like the helicopter or runs the motorcycle in the helicopter is really cool. The end scene's bad. Hold on a second. The stuff like the prologue stuff I think is cool. I like that stuff. I didn't think Gambit was terrible. I don't know. He's bad.
It's
like-
weird. My big thing is for
Here's the
X-Men
thing.
3.
Here's the thing, X-Men 3, like I said, had the good foundation,
Yeah.
and I think it's a worse movie. I think it's boring. I don't
Yeah.
think that much happens in that movie. I think it's boring. I think
Magneto moves the Golden Gate Bridge. That's
that's kind of cool.
Whenever
Yeah,
I
that is
watched
kinda
it, the
cool.
one thing I remember when I was watching it, it was at least I wasn't bored. So I think it had enough action
Really,
in it.
I actually was really bored watching that movie, but it's been a while. Like
I was like more upset with the
I
movie.
said it earlier, like it hasn't been a while, but I'm thinking about it. It's probably been about a year.
It's been
So,
a long time for me since I
It's-
watched it. Years probably.
I watched it before Logan. Like I watched all of them before Logan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Um,
But wasn't X-Men 3? It was directed by like Brett Ratner, I think, or somebody who could helm it like decently, and he helmed it decently, except for like the
man,
writing.
I
it
think,
fell apart.
I think it
He's
kind
the
of.
reason
I think that
it's
it's bad. Yeah, I think the directing's
Okay.
bad in that movie.
Really?
I think so. I think the story.
Worse than X-Men Origins. The
I
directing.
think so.
Okay.
Like I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I'd have to
Okay.
like watch them. You know.
Let's back up for a second. Everyone listening, we both agree both these movies are bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like.
It's like.
What do you think, Connor?
I would say Origins is worse, but that might just be because I don't like or I dislike Origins more. Like
I feel like it does more damage than X-Men 3 for whatever reason. I don't know why.
You guys want to go X-Men 3 or X-Men Origins number 9 or I'm sorry, X-Men 3 9.
Well, here's the thing
X-Men
too. Are
Origins
these
8.
are these clearly better than the rest? They're probably clearly better
Okay,
than the rest,
so
right?
they're going up against Steel.
Okay,
It's-
better.
They're better than that. Catwoman better than that. Fan 4 Stick I think definitely
Yes.
better than that. Supergirl better than that
Yeah.
probably. Superman 3
Yeah.
and 4 and Elektra. I
Okay,
think
yeah, they're better than all
these.
those. Yeah.
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 I'm glad we put Green Lantern at 10.
I'm kind of
too.
okay with either
Yeah.
one because they're so close.
I'm just gonna say
I'd honestly
since-
put them at 9 and 8
9-1.
and just say like they're interchangeable.
Yeah, I'll since you guys think that they're worse, that Origins is worse, we'll put it at 8 and X-Men 3 at 9.
I almost like want to watch them and be like, oh no, I was wrong. Crap, like X-Men 3 is worse. I don't know. I'd have to see
I think
them.
X-Men 3 is really bad.
Yeah,
But I might
it's
be.
been
I
a
don't know.
while.
I think Spider-Man 3 is really bad too.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got it. We're getting to the crap now. Like both those are watchable and kind of fun.
Yeah.
But now we're getting to the crap.
Yep.
Okay. So we need to figure out what is number 7. Do we think it is
Oh god.
Catwoman, Fan 4 Stick, Steel, Superman 4? I'm almost tempted to say
I think the Superman movies are next.
I'm gonna say Superman 3.
3.
Yeah,
I think
I agree.
I think 3 next. Yeah, 7.
Yeah, go ahead and put
Because
Superman 3.
3 is bad, but it's
I think it's still at that Batman and Robin enjoyable level.
Yeah, it's
I
got
think,
a so bad it's good.
I think A Quest for Peace is
4
there
is like
too.
that as well. Yeah.
So
It's-
you guys want to go 7, Superman 3, and then A Quest for Peace at 6?
I think that's logically, yeah, that's how it would fall.
I'm okay with that because I think A Quest for Peace, like I wouldn't mind watching again. Like you brought up a good point with Batman and Robin earlier. You're like, which one would you rather not watch? And I
Yeah.
was like,
Would you rather
yeah,
watch
you're right.
Green Lantern right now or Batman and Robin? Batman and Robin.
Yeah, Batman and Robin, clearly.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Superman 3 at 7, and then
Superman 4 at
4
6.
at 6.
And then the rest are just gonna be like so bad.
this is
Oh,
getting tough.
goodness.
Okay, Connor, we got it. So Supergirl.
I think Alexa.
Do you think-
I was gonna say
Do you think
okay.
Supergirl is worse than like Elektra and Steel and Fan 4 Stick and Catwoman?
honestly not.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna trust Connor's knowledge and put Supergirl at 5.
Supergirl is bad. It's got a few flashes of
Is it in like the Christopher Reeve universe? Like, do you know what I mean?
kind of.
Kind of.
It came out. I actually did a little research on it. It came out like right before Superman 3 came out, and
It's just a bad time.
and it was after Warner Brothers, I think, lost the rights to Superman.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Or they didn't lose, like the production company changed, something
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
And
I believe you.
yeah, because like Superman 4 was some production company, and it
Oh,
actually
I know
put
what you're
it out
talking
of-
about. It's like
you're
canon.
right.
The
That
production company is
isn't around
canon.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. They made like other really bad movies, and
Yeah, I
this
was about to
Superman
say-
4 was supposed to be like their big like
Yeah.
comeback, and they
Yeah,
failed.
it'd be like EA just making one more bad game and just being
Battlefront 3. No, I'm just
That's
kidding.
they made still like a ton of money from Battlefront 2. That's not
Yeah.
All right. So Supergirl at 5.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
it's got Peter O'Toole in it, and I like Peter.
Oh
O'Toole.
yeah.
That gives it a bump in my book.
Peter
Peter
O'Toole.
O'Toole.
He played Lawrence of Arabia.
He did. And he's in. Is he in Bridge over the River Kwai? I think so.
No,
Alec Guinness.
No,
is in
that's,
that.
I'm thinking Alec
Yeah.
Guinness is in both those.
Yeah.
He's in Lawrence.
Troy.
River- Okay.
He's in Troy. That's weird. Okay, go on.
Oh, dude, he's in the Hercules movie with The Rock. I've
No
seen
way.
It. Yes, he's in
Aw.
that. He's like a king.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
Moving on. So now we got to decide between Elektra, Steel, Fan 4 Stick, and Catwoman.
I'm thinking
Okay.
Elektra next.
I'm thinking Elektra next too, or
Okay.
Steel.
I'd say either Elektra or Steel.
Because yet again, I'm going back to that. I won't watch Fan 4 Stick ever again.
yeah.
I think that movie is so bad. I won't watch Catwoman ever again. I think
Yeah.
both those movies are so bad that they're gonna end up being like up there.
yeah.
Steel, I think it's
It's got the bad.
it's
the
really
thing-
bad, but it's kind
the
of funny
thing
to
with-
watch Shaq.
The thing with me and in that movie is it probably is entertaining to watch, but like I've like whenever I watched it the whole time I was like rolling my eyes at the movie. So
Oh,
I guess
it's really bad. I'm glad
Yeah.
we made it up this high.
yeah.
Still, you done good at being bad. But I don't know. I feel like Shaq almost gives it a bump. Who's in
Yeah.
Elektra that's cool? Jennifer Garner, but she's like, there's no one in that, man.
All right, that's
Steel!
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So Steel's the top 4.
Maybe Ben Affleck shows up a little bit. I don't remember.
I don't remember. It's been a while since I watched Elektra. I
Yeah.
remember like hating that movie though.
Yeah.
So boring.
It's like, yeah, and it honestly started out kind of cool, like where she's like trying to kill that guy and she's like, I can't do this, and then she ended up protecting like the daughter or whatever. Like, How'd you mess that up? And
Yeah.
Elektra's such a cool character.
Yep.
Should have been casted differently.
Yeah.
But it is a cool character.
Yeah.
All right. This is tough, man. We have Elektra, Catwoman, and Fan Four Stick.
I think Catwoman is somehow.
Do you think Catwoman is
next.
better than those two? Better than Elektra?
No.
I don't think so. I think Elektra is next.
I haven't seen Elektra, so I have no idea
You haven't
what
seen
to base
Elektra?
this on.
It's bad. But I think Catwoman. Do you think
See,
they're both really bad?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about Elektra's probably not as bad as
I don't think
Catwoman.
it's as bad. Catwoman's really bad, guys.
Yeah,
It's really bad.
It's not even bad good. It's just straight bad.
The cats lick her, and then she's just like, I'm Catwoman.
yeah.
And is she even called Selena Kyle?
No,
she's not called Selena
she's
Kyle.
like-
It's a completely different thing. Yeah.
but
it's
but
something with
it,
a P.
it's weird though because it's supposed to be like she still she still has powers and stuff. Like it's similar to the Selena Kyle Catwoman, but
Yeah,
it's not.
It's
so dumb.
It's just like a weird. It's like an ultimate version of like Ultimate Spider-Man. It's like a different
it'd be
version.
like if they had like a Miles Morales, but it's not good though. Miles
Yeah.
Morales is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's just.
I'm so glad.
shaking.
There's
my
so
head.
much shaking. Yeah,
I'm
there's
so
so much
glad
head
we
shaking.
got Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman's really good.
Oh, yeah,
and it
yeah.
like just like it means that we're gonna like get like better like female
Yeah.
like casted movies.
Hopefully,
I'm
yeah.
sure everyone's listening to this and being like, three guys that are just no, like these movies are bad.
Yeah, I mean it's fair.
All right. So we're going Elektra at 3.
Yeah.
Now we have to decide. I thought it was going to come down to this, honestly. Because
Catwoman
both
v.
of these movies were on my initial list, too. Fan Four Stick and Catwoman.
I think I know where I lean.
Fan Four Stick?
Yeah, it's like the worst.
That's where I
superhero
go
movie.
to. Fantastic Four. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Fantastic Four. How did they screw it up? Because you had Miles Teller.
Yep.
He's a good actor. Michael B. Jordan's a great actor. I love Michael B. Jordan. He's one of my
girls-
favorite up-and-coming actors.
Honestly, the best part of
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah.
And then you had Kate Mara.
Kate Mara. Yeah.
Yeah, Kate Mara's really good,
Mini
too.
wigs.
And her mini wigs.
Yeah. The only one that
And then the villain too is that guy that's in he's in like a Black Mirror episode.
Oh.
And he's in that movie A Monster Calls. I really like that movie.
He's
but
two characters in Kong Skull Island. He's
What?
he's like one of the soldiers, and then he's like the mocap for Kong.
That's so
Oh
cool.
yeah, you're right. I
That's
can't think of
awesome.
his name. But yeah, I thought he was a good casting for Doctor Doom too.
And I think he's in the Planet of the Apes. I think he's
Yeah, he's
Oh, he's like
Koba.
one of the apes.
Koba,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that
he's
guy's
a good
that guy's
actor.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
They really screwed that.
they really screwed up this movie, you guys.
Well, the
And
worst
I
part is
liked-
they had two movies that came before it that they're like,
both
okay, we
bad.
clearly need to like do something better than these.
It is kind of interesting.
And then they
that
somehow
we
did worse.
We didn't have either of those because I think those movies are like kind of like campy, ridiculous, fun.
they just get
And
fall
they're
in the middle.
They're not as bad as like these
Yeah.
other ones. But anyways, I think Catwoman is 2 and Fantastic Four is number 1.
Can you believe that? That's crazy.
Just out of spite, I want Fantastic Four to be 1.
Yeah, because they just really like there's no reason to make a movie, and they teased it. And they like had all these previews for it, and then Josh Trank just came off Chronicle, which I really like Chronicle.
Oh yeah, it was so bad. Josh Trank had to be like, well, it was because it wasn't my fault. It was the studio's fault. It was.
There's
they screwed
hardly
it up.
any action in that movie. A lot of it's just them sitting around.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
The first half has promise, and
Yeah, it was kind of cool how like how they went to the other place and stuff like that.
It looks like it would go in an interesting way, and it just you can see where the studio interfered and just said,
I think so
"No,
too.
You got to do it like this."
This is like weird to say, and it's kind of sad. I think it ruined Josh Trank's career a little bit because he was
Oh, yeah.
scheduled to do the Boba Fett movie.
I
and
actually
he got
like
fired.
Chronicle. Oh,
I love
yeah.
Chronicle. I think Chronicle's a great movie.
Yeah.
He was scheduled to do that. He was scheduled to do a Shadow of Colossus movie. As crazy as that
Wow.
sounds, but he got fired from that.
No wonder he was so salty about the Fantastic Four one.
It like really hurt his career. I'm sure Disney fired him over that.
Yeah.
And like if the studio interfered, yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst superhero movie ever made. You heard it here first.
It
From the
ruined a
Lovable Nerds.
career.
You ruined a career, and you made Michael B. Jordan have to switch Marvel movies. And he's like now like maybe the best villain.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's so
yeah,
weird.
in Black Panther. Have you
Yeah.
seen Black Panther?
Black Panther's
Black Panther's really good.
F-word awesome.
We'll wait. We'll wait a little bit because our definitive worst list is done. We're gonna have another episode, which we're about to record, but you're gonna hear it later. Is our best superheroes. But before we do that, let me just read these off to everyone. Number 10, Green Lantern. Number 9, X-Men 3. Number 8, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Number 7, Superman 3. Number 6, Superman 4 Quest for Peace.
Good job, Superman.
Oh, you beat out. Number 5, Supergirl.
Oh,
Number 4, somehow Steel. How did Steel make it? That was still not our word. What do we do, guys? Number 3, Elektra. Number 2, Catwoman. And out of spite, number 1, Fantastic Four, Fan Four Stick.
Fan Four Stick.
The best part of me seeing that movie was Weird Al was like 2 rows behind.
I
at the
wanted to
theater,
bring that
yeah.
up so bad. Yeah, it not only did it ruin a career, but it ruined Weird Al's day, I'm sure.
Aw, poor Weird Al.
He probably doesn't like Knoxville now.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening, and make sure you tune in to our 10 best, where we also have a lot of fun debating which ones are like a million times better than all these.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Spider-Man 3 won't be on it.
Or will it?
Thanks, guys.